Shift focus to Brigade Enterprises, the next company that we're speaking with. It's been a huge outperformer, 100% plus in the last 1 year. So there's a new development. Brigade has signed a joint development agreement with United Oxygen to develop a 3 million square feet office space in Bengaluru. The project is expected to generate a gross development value of around 340 crore rupees. Well, let's discuss this a little bit more. Nirupa Shankar is Joint Managing Director at Brigade Enterprises. Nirupa, great to have you with us here. Good morning. Thanks for your time. Prashant this side. Could you talk to us a little bit about how much investment would you be putting in towards this project? Is this going to be the first of many? Do you already work with this particular player? Just basic hygiene details.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me. I'm not sure if I'm visible to you all, but good morning to you.
We can hear you clearly, Nirupa. Yeah, go on.
Okay. So this is a joint development project in Whitefield in East Bangalore, which is known to be one of the, I think one of the very good markets for office absorption in the city. Bangalore as well has been doing extremely well from an office absorption perspective. And this is the first time we're doing the project with this particular landowner and hope to do much more. And in terms of investment, it's a 3 lakh square feet project. And we'll be putting in the average construction cost of that we have for all our projects. And we're very excited because it's right on the main road, good metro connectivity. And I feel that has been the key for new office absorption. Having good metro connectivity, having good public transport, having good visibility. So we're excited about this.
So this, when you say gross development value, this is office space, right? So we should look at it as lease and rental kind of annuity earnings from this project?
So yes, this is office space, but when we put in the GDV, what we do is we take a assumed rental value and we divide it by a cap rate and figure out, suppose we were to sell it, what could we expect from the sales of this project if we were to sell it, but not necessarily is this a project that we plan to sell? We are planning to lease this project initially, and then let's see. It's just for GDV purposes, certain assumptions are made.
Okay. Nirupa, hi, good morning. I wanted your views on what the rentals could look like. What are the realizations? What are the rentals that you're seeing right now in the commercial space? And how is it compared to what it was, say, 6 months ago?
See, the rentals have been quite stable. Every year, there is typically a 5% escalation in most contracts. We've been able to hold on to that kind of an increase annually. So despite COVID, we've been able to handle a 5% increase in our rentals. So today in White, rentals are anywhere between 60 to 65 rupees for a grade A project. Sometimes it could be lower for older projects, could be in the range of between 2 as well, older projects and depending on the location. But projects with good location and road facing and marquee projects are getting at least between 60 to 65. Now, in 3 years, the way we estimate it is, with a 5% increase per annum, what we can expect there. So in 3 years, I would increase 15% over the existing rentals and assume that value for a rental in 3 years.
So can you give us, for this particular project with United Oxygen, what is the expected rental or realizations that you're looking at?
So for instance, in the GDV, as I mentioned, we've mentioned about 340 odd crores. So the assumed rental is around 75 in this case.
And how much of money are you investing in this JV?
See, typically it's a joint development. It's not a joint venture. Typically, we do our projects as a mix of 50% debt and 50% equity. That's typically what the financials work out. So accordingly, we put in the average construction cost. Typically, average construction cost, again, it can range anywhere from 3,500 to 4,000 rupees per square foot plus GST and other expenses.
So in terms of an absolute number, what will it be for the project, for the JDA that you're talking about? Absolute terms?
I'll have to calculate that. But like I said, it's a 3 lakh square feet building and I've given you the construction cost. Yeah.
Got it. And just to reconfirm, for the end of this year, you were targeting around 700 crores of rentals, right? For the piece, for the entire company on the whole.
Yes, that's right. That's right, including our office and retail portfolio.
Nirupa, we can see you as well now. So good to have your video on as well. Just one thing, Nirupa. Is the market as buoyant, as strong, even as a lot of new supply also keeps coming in, the Bangalore market?
Yeah, I think the market is very strong. You know, overall in real estate, we're seeing decadal highs across most industries, whether it's residential, whether it's hospitality, whether it's retail is also doing extremely well from a sales perspective and sales volume perspective. The office market as well has been quite resilient. In fact, quarter on quarter, I think for the market overall, there's been almost a 40% increase in the overall country market. So I think for this quarter, I think the country has done about 11 million odd square feet of office absorption. And I would say 50% of that can come from markets like Bangalore, Chennai, and Hyderabad. So overall, we are seeing a pretty resilient market. I know that India is sort of a bright spark across what we see globally. You know, globally, there is a bit of gloom and doom when it comes to office, whether it's the US or Europe or Australia and markets like that. But India and Asia, but India specifically, has been quite resilient in the whole office absorption space. So we are seeing pretty good traction, and we hope that this momentum continues.
So do you have any plans to expand into new geographies like some of your peers, like Prestige, for example, is getting into Bombay in a big way, gotten into Bombay in a big way? Do you have any plans, and what is the land bank that you're looking at right now? Are you looking at more land buys or expansion?
You know, we've held on to this statement for a while, saying that we will be continuing to focus on our key markets of Bangalore, Chennai, and Hyderabad. Of course, there are other smaller markets that we may look at for some amount of office, such as Kochi. GIFT City is also a place where we have some presence. So GIFT City is doing quite well right now. So we might look to do something more there. But apart from that, we typically, again, our strategy has been a mixture of outright and joint development. For office especially, we've been doing a lot more joint development, just because commercially that makes a lot more sense for us.
All right, Nirupa, final question before we let you go. Both for your company as well as for the industry on the whole, what has been the impact of the water crisis on construction? Tell us more.
Yeah, I think water crisis is hitting certain parts of Bangalore. If you look at it, the north side of Bangalore, the west and the south are not so badly hit. I think the grave water crisis is mostly in the eastern parts of Bangalore. What we need to do as responsible builders is to make sure that we use only treated water for construction purposes, don't use fresh water for construction. We have to make sure that, you know, we do all our rainwater harvesting, recharge pits. We need to increase the water table in all our projects. So we need to make sure that we house a lot of rainwater, make sure that anytime the rains fall, we're able to, again, harvest all that water. And those are the measures all of us need to take. You know, it's possible to have water surplus in some of our projects. We've seen that even in East Bangalore projects, some of them have water surplus because of the responsible measures we have taken. But that said, you know, it is a great situation in East Bangalore. And I think as a city and as builders, we need to sort of make sure we do all the responsible things required to harness as much of the rainwater as possible and store it and use it effectively. And of course, treat as much as the wastewater and make sure we're all net zero water.
Okay, well, very important there. Thanks a lot, Nirupa, for joining in, and appreciate your thoughts here on CNBC TV18.